Hi everyone, I just discovered this do-it-yourself dollhouse online and it's from banggood.com, and this is how the box looks like when it arrived by the edge shell. Yeah, literally this is how the box looks like, and this is Love Castle Dollhouse. We just ordered this July 16 and it arrived July 26. The manual is in Chinese, but you can find it an English version online on their website. All of these are the contents of the box, and I would say this will be day one of the assembly of this dollhouse, just in time for the birthday of my youngest daughter. She will be 8 mid-August, and it's a surprise, and I will be assembling this together with my eldest daughter. This is day 2 for the assembling of this dollhouse. I have this idea of modifying this dollhouse. Now, before I talk about modifying this dollhouse, I will talk about the items that we bought. First, there's this varnish, which is in Shen Moyen. It's brilliant. This is a Patex. It's a glue, in addition to the one that is included in the box of the dollhouse. Next, there's this, well, with this one, it's a bit complicated because I asked my youngest daughter about the door, well, not the doorknob, but the knob of a cabinet, if she can choose one. But then come to think of it, she chose something that is metallic, which is, I was thinking it's a bit heavy for the dollhouse door. So I tried to argue with her that let's just choose something that is light for the project that I said, well, secretly, sort of like a project, that's to be used for. So of course I win over her, so this is what we choose. Next, there's of course paint brushes, which we choose this one because it's cheaper, and 3 different sizes. And then in addition, small hinges. It came out with the screws, so I bought an additional screws for it in silver, yes, and this is antique color, I think. I do not know if I'm going to use it. It's a self-adhesive foil, and the color is Carrara Red. It's a marble design. And these 3 paints, which are just color tester, of course, because I was looking for a small quantity, because as I told you, I won't be using it after this. But for this one, I was more thinking like it will come out as a brown or a burgundy, but it doesn't seem like to come out like that because it's more on like red pinkish color. Anyway, I know I cannot exchange this because we used it already and we tested it out, but I do not know for this too, because I think they said, my children said that this is for the wall and this is for the furniture. But I was thinking this can be for the wall, but for the furniture I was more thinking of a different color. Let's see if I can exchange it at the store. And now I will discuss about the modification that I made today. So with this adhesive foil, I used it here for the exterior wall of the dollhouse, and I stick it on it as what has been instructed. Trace it on the adhesive foil on the paper part side, cut it, and then as you can see here, as I go along, it was somewhat perfected, my cut, because here on the window opening you can see less of the sticker side of it poking out, unlike in the first two. In this one, it's so quite obvious. So what I did was I cut it in the inner part of the line that I created when I traced it. And so it came out like this, and you can see also at the end I'm using this cutter so that there is no poking sticker outside this edge of the walling of the dollhouse. So it's like this. So I use this instead of the one that came out with it. Like this is the design for the exterior wall, and as for the roof, this is the design that came out with it. I mean with the box. But I was more thinking for this, I draw some lines as an outline to have it appear like a brick kind of form roof. This is the color that I choose. Outline will be painted in white for the roof. And then as for the base flooring or the living room flooring, I made this popsicle stick as my wooden floor. Of course, I outlined it first, and this is how I came out with it. And this is the time that I will use this varnish after I finish sticking these popsicle sticks. Now you can see there's a book here because I want it to be flattened. That's why it's under the book. And you can see here this, I outlined it first. So what I did was I cut first this top part, and then I outline this, and I outline it like this at the edge. And then after I trace this part, I cut this other part and then do the outline for the other side. So that's how, so that I know where to end for the popsicle stick, which serves as or my wooden flooring. So it's like that. This is the third day of the assembling of this dollhouse, which is a love castle. And so far what we did, well, my daughter painted this with this color, which is, the color is in theater, and this is the roof. And then she also painted the interior walls in this color. The color is Pierre Turquoise. But before she painted it, she cut first wallpaper for the interior walls and have it lined with this pink. And after she put a line on that side, she put a masking tape. Then after applying the masking tape, then that's the time she painted it. So these are the outcome. So half of it are painted with this turquoise. And after doing so, I'm finished with the flooring of the base of the dollhouse, and this is the outcome. I use a wider popsicle sticks. I cut it with a cutter or a scissor. After, as you can see yesterday, after I lined it, I patterned it from there, and then I cut it according to the line that I drew here. And this is the result. When I'm trying to dry it, I'm putting it underneath a heavy book. It will come out as flat as possible. Okay, so far this is the update of the dollhouse. This is day 4 for assembling this dollhouse love castle. And so far, as you can see here, for the roof, I painted it in white in the brick kind of form. There was these guidelines of pencil in it so that I can paint it like this. And then at the same time, when it dries, I attach them all together, the 6 parts of the roof. I put the hinges. Walls of the dollhouse, I also attach the hinges, which I loosen it up also so that it closes properly like this, or else if I don't loosen it up, it closes like this, and I seem to not appreciate that way. Not only that, I made some mistakes of putting the hinges on the wrong part of the walls of this dollhouse, so you will find there are some holes inside and out. Also, you can see that there is this upper part painted in pink. That was also today. And then the window panes are painted in brown, plus the steps of the stairs and the handle. This is day 5 of the construction of this love castle, the dollhouse. So what we did was second coating for the windows and the steps of the stairs, and then I put popsicle sticks as a floor for the bedroom. And then also I tried to fit this hexagonal body of the house on the base floor, and it seems like it's too much, so where you can see this penciled line, I cut them to fit on it. Okay, now this is a day 6. What we did today is we varnished both floors, the base and the bedroom floor. But before we varnish for the bedroom floor, I sandpaper it first to smoothen out the 6 sides, and then I put a hole in the middle to attach the light. I painted the edges of these sides and also for the floor, because at the time it was not looking good, so there's this purplish kind of paint in it. And then there's this paint on the door, the inside door. And of course I attached the base floor and also of the bedroom floor on the hexagonal body of the house. We stick the floor steps and also for the flower rectangle pots for the windows. This is day 7 for the assembling of Love Castle Dollhouse. And so what we did, we constructed this or assembled this cabinet or commode, and then the bed. But with this one, what I did was I put an interfacing in it, which is fleece interfacing, so that it will be deceived as like it's fluffy, like, you know, the usual comforter. And then here also I put the fusible fleece in it. Okay, and then I stick on the sides and also in the front so that it won't go up, and that's how I made it. And then this chair as well, I put my own fabric. It's I do not know how you call this kind of fabric, but this is how I constructed, and this is how I put this fabric that I own, that I have. Same for the bed as well. These are all my fabric from my stash. And also we constructed this dresser. I put this metal just to pair up with the one at the back of the chair, which is the black wiring. And then for the knob, I pair it with the drawer. And the last is this side table. Okay, yes, you might notice that I'm constructing it slowly because I'm doing it in the evening when everybody is asleep. Now for day 8, this is what I constructed. The fireplace, and then I painted it with the same paint as I use on the roof. And also I lined it with pencil to have a brick kind of type on it. And then there's this hook that you can stick on the wall, and also this one to put your pots of plants in it. Both are living room table, and these are all from my fabric stash. Okay, so today, day 9, this is what I did. I continued constructing this sofa with my own fabric as well. And then I put this window, but before putting the window, I put first this plastic. I stick on it first, the one that is provided inside the box. And then I attach this roof. And I made some modification inside, like I put this, I do not know how you call it, but a lamp that is attached on the wall. Same for the one inside, but I have this chandelier. Wait, I have a stand. I have this chandelier there, which is provided inside the box. It's hard to see the one inside, wherein it's just the same as the one in the bedroom. It's a lampshade attached on the wall. Okay, I will light it up so that you can see how it looks like. There. So the light that I'm talking about is there inside, which is attached on the wall. And then there is this chandelier provided inside the box. And also I made my light like this instead of having it on the ceiling and a little lampshade, because I will not stick this furnitures permanently, so it's kind of, it will be arranged in a different manner. It depends upon my daughter on how she will attach it. So this is what all I made today, day 8. And also, yeah, and I attached the wiring on the ceiling plus the wiring on the sides, and I painted it with the same paint as I used on the wall, but the thing that I painted it with is I put the masking tape, and that's the one I painted the same color as like the wall, but not for the ceiling because you cannot see that much. So that's it for today. And so this is the last day of the assembling of this dollhouse, Love Castle, and this is how it looks like outside. Everything is finished. The door, the last thing that I did was this doorknob without varnish or without paint in it, and this outside decoration door with welcome in it. Okay, so today I did these plants, outside plants, which are 5 pieces here, the doorknob plus this door. I just painted it the same paint as I used on the roof, and then I added these popsicle sticks across, 2 across in it, and then I'll open it. And so I made also today those small accessories like sleepers, pillows, perfumeries on the table, plus this shopping bag thingy in paper, plus a box in it, and then there's a box in there also on the drawer. And then here I made those cup and pitcher, plus this fruit thing, and also there's this tea bottle there, and then there's this salad bag plus a cup, and also I added this picture frame in it and a decoration on this middle of the table. Oh, and also those carpets that you see now. I forgot to mention that I also made the flower pots, picture frame, and those things that was sticked already on the wall, plus these accessories there. So I will put now for the living room. I'll just put this table wherein there's this pitcher, fruit, and a cup, and I'll just put that behind like this, or I can just a little bit move it like that just so you can see it. And then there is this blue carpet, and then there's this flower pots or plants. Rest here I did not stick because I really don't know if my daughter wants to move it from one side to the other. So that's how it is. Small items or accessories, I really stick on it. Like this one, just a decorative bowl with diamond on top. It stick on the table. And then as for the bedroom, so I'll start with this one first. It's a cabinet, and these accessories are attached in it so that it won't be lost whenever she rearrange this item. So these are perfumes and other stuff in it. I'll just put it here, and then there's this carpet, of course, like this. Okay, the bed and the pillows wherein I attach also so that it won't be lost, and I made the pillows today. I'll just put it here for the moment. Oops, the carpet moved. Wait, like this. Wait a minute. Like this. Okay, that works fine. And my dresser here, the accessories also are attached. I just put it here, plus my chair, and then there is this little bag with box in it that I made today, the box. And then there's this the slippers. Oops. It's hard to put because it's so small. My hands are big. And lastly, these books or magazines, I just put it here since I did not use a lampshade. Just on this side. So this is the love castle that I made and modified according to what I like. And then thank you for watching. I hope you like it.